Good morning. So what is it about babies' feet? I mean, you just got to touch them, right? Maybe squeeze them a little bit, caress them. Yes, I'm the tickle monster. I'm one of those. Got to tickle them. This is something about babies' feet. This pen that I have here, I don't know if you've seen this before, and I'll walk up so you can see it. This is the exact size and shape of the feet of a baby 10 weeks in the womb. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Now they make these pens to tell people what we already know. And here's my political statement of the day. This is not a health condition. You like that, didn't you? This is not a health condition. This is a child. This is one of God's precious souls. And that's what the Pregnancy Center has been doing for the past 35 years now, is taking care of these little feet all the way up to the feet of 1 and 2 year olds and the precious babies that belong to them. And that's what the elders have asked me to talk to you about this morning, is the Pregnancy Center. And what it does, we've been as a congregation supporting the Pregnancy Center on a monthly basis for, 4 years now, 3 years, something like that. And in other ways before that, Tracy was on the board. Where'd you go? There you are. Has been on the board. And again, Pregnancy Center's been around for about 35 years now. We've got a budget, annual budget of about $150,000, 7 board members, 3 staff members. Judy, and if you want to stand up for a moment, everybody see, Judy is our executive director and has been for 3 years now. Are we on our 3rd year?
No, only been a year.
Has it only been a year?
But I've been on board.
You've been on board and connected with the Pregnancy Center for a long time, so thank you. And you've heard the expression dynamite in small packages, which is a wonderful thing. And then we have a staff of 2 others and volunteers, and all the board, the staff, volunteers are all believe that there is a God and that Christ is the Son of God, and that is a commitment of the organization. Our volunteers give about 125 hours on a monthly basis. They see up to about 50 clients every month. 20 to 25 of those take advantage of the boutique, which I'll show you here a little bit later. So that's a little bit of about the organization itself. You see the sign here, and it's located, if you don't know, in downtown Salida at E and East 3rd Street. And Mallory, if you'll go to the next slide, please. This is the entrance to the center. So let's get to the good stuff. Let's see what's going on inside. Let's go to the next slide. It's not a party every day, but they have a few. This is the most recent staff picture that we have, and what was happening here is they were. This was the celebration day of the end of their summer reading program that they were having for kids that come to the center, with their parents, take advantage of the center. I asked Brenda if she was feeling crabby that day, and she let me know she was a lobster. So I didn't represent the board all that well, but you see Judy in the middle. Of course, she is the queen of the sea and everything else. So no, the staff really looks more like this. Mallory, this is Terry, and then the next slide, Terry and Brenda to the left. And Brenda's who we prayed for this morning. She lost her husband. Funeral was Friday. Of course, she's hurting, but we've got a wonderful staff and a wonderful group of volunteers. Mallory, if you'll go to the next slide. This is Some of the volunteers, we gathered together at Christmas time to celebrate the year and to thank the volunteers and all that they do. And again, they give us a combined service of over 100 hours, 120, 125 hours on a monthly basis. Just a tremendous work. And and this is our recognizing some of them at our banquet. And so to the next slide, Mallory. This is, we do a couple of fundraisers each year, and this is one of them. This was a ladies' brunch, and had a presentation on women's health, if I remember right, and then had an auction and raised some funds for the pregnancy center. But this is our big fundraiser each year which is coming up here soon, is our annual banquet. And standing there is Dave Hinkle, our board chair, has been for a couple of years now. And this year, the banquet is on October 15th. That's a Tuesday evening, and it's going to be, we're trying a new venue this year. It's going to be at the fairgrounds. And if you'd like to go, let me know. We'll make sure that you get an invitation. We've got plenty of tables to fill up, and we would love to have you there. And the dinner is free, and you'll get to learn a little bit more about the pregnancy center. Again, coming up October 15th. So let's talk a little bit about what the pregnancy center does. That's really the important stuff. You see here an ultrasound sonogram unit, which we do free for our clients. The challenge right now is, and Judy is a registered nurse and trained to use this wonderful device, and the challenge that we have right now, and would very much appreciate and ask for your prayers for, is that finding a doctor that will, we've got to have someone to review those sonograms, and finding someone that, number one, believes in our purpose, and number two, has the time and the insurance to do that. And that's been our challenge, finding someone here to do that for us right now. So we're short of that and being able to provide this service for our clients, and would very much appreciate your prayers for that, for God to send that physician our way to help us out with that. In addition to that, we provide pregnancy tests, lab quality pregnancy tests as well, and all of this is free of charge. And then I mentioned the boutique, and so this is a picture as well as the next one of our boutique, and this is, we have 20 to 25 young families on a monthly basis come and take advantage of the boutique, and the diapers and the wipes and the formula and the clothes and all of the things that make having a child so expensive. And we help out, and that is something that we do. I'm saying we because I'm standing up here. It's they. And the wonderful staff and all of the people that donate and support the organization. But the Pregnancy Center provides those types of things for our clients to help them be able to make it day to day in their lives, taking care of their child, and to make sure that those children, the bigger version of these little feet, get taken care of. And how about the next slide? And then within the center itself, there's space for families to come in, and a lot of times moms come in and just need somewhere to have a break, and our staff just plays with their kids, and the moms get to talk, and the get a little bit of break and take advantage of the boutique, and a lot of wonderful things happen here. We provide counseling for them. And again, all that is free. Provide parent education. We've got online courses that that they can take to help them feel more confident about being a parent, to help them with the skills that they need for being a parent, for taking care of their children, and building those skills and building that confidence in what they do. The organization provides post abortion counseling. You know, it's kind of sad the places that you go to find out how to get that taken care of don't provide the help that a person needs afterwards. And with loving hearts and no judgment, this organization does that. It provides that counseling, that support for young ladies after an abortion. And then adoption referrals for community assistance, counseling both during pregnancy and after the baby's been born, and give them a place to come and to get that information. And again, Judy's a registered nurse. Both our staff and our volunteers all take the educational courses and are trained to be helpful, and we send them to conferences and to help them all keep up to date and stay motivated and probably get a little recharge because they're giving of themselves every day, and so we give them something a little bit back so that they get recharged and be able to continue to give to these young families. Let's see what's next there, Mallory, and just some more pictures of the facility itself. And then Judy found this wonderful grant last year that allows us to buy and give away 10, it's going to be 10, right, car seats, and developed a really neat program around that, in that inviting new dads, young dads, I guess a lot of times expectant dads, right? Not quite dads yet. And says, okay, you know, car seats are not cheap. And we get car seats and say, okay, we've got some educational courses. We want to help you get that information that you need to feel good about how to be a dad when that comes around. And we've got this new car seat to give you. Excuse me. Excuse my allergies. And so we've done 5 so far, I believe. Is that correct? And we've got 5 more to do. So, and all of them have been dads who haven't been into the center before. And so they and the expectant moms are learning about us and our services, learning about being parents and getting ready for that, and getting a new car seat, which we know how important that is. And the next one. And then something that Judy is really great about is getting information out to the community. And one of the things that she's been working really hard at is getting information out about the I don't want to say the right thing, is the Colorado Safe Haven law. And this was passed in 2000. And what that is the law that allows a new mother who's just overwhelmed, doesn't know what to do, and instead of leaving that baby somewhere abandoned, that law says that without legal ramifications, can leave that child up to what point?
72 hours.
72 hours. And we'd like for that to be longer. Up to 72 hours can bring that baby, instead of being abandoned, can bring that baby to someplace like a fire station. And Judy's working really hard to get that word out around into the community to make sure that that doesn't happen in our community, that a baby does not get abandoned. And so here she is giving supplies to the fire department. Now, Judy provided all these pictures, and I think her grandchildren ended up, you can go ahead and go to that next one since we took a peek. This is her granddaughter. What's her name? Remind me.
Danny.
Danny?
Danny.
Okay. And the next one happens to be her grandson, Garrett, right? And which is all right, because here's my final thought for you. You know, we talked about all the things that the center gives to young families, gives to expectant moms, gives to children, gives to scared girls who just found out they're pregnant or think they might be and need that help. And gives them counseling, gives them support, gives them diapers, gives them wipes, gives them education and materials. But you know what they're really giving them is hope. You know, we read in 1 Corinthians 13 at the end that we have faith, hope, and love. And that's what the Pregnancy Center is doing every day, is giving hope to these moms, to these expected moms, to the young dads. Judy at our last board meeting brought up something that is just a sign of our community. They don't see that many young girls coming in asking about or talking about abortion anymore because it's so easy. You just take a pill, take a couple of pills. And the regulators don't even like us saying, hey, there's actually another pill out there that can, and they stop us from even putting that information out pretty much. But so we don't get that opportunity that often to talk to young girls about abortion versus all of the other great opportunities. So what can we do? Well, here's what we do. We give hope. And through that hope, the young girls that we do talk to, we give them the hope to know that you're going to make it. You're okay. We'll help you. We'll give you as much as we can to get of what you need. And through that hope, then our hope is that they feel and see and recognize the love from God, that God's there. God's with you, with them. God loves them as much as we all do. And then that hope carries outward from them to others around them. And then what happens is these little feet, 10 weeks in the womb, become these wonderful adults that, because they received the faith, love, and hope from somebody, they're now carrying it out to somebody else. And that's what the Pregnancy Center is all about. Thank you. And if you want some of these pins, we can get some. And Judy's got a few. We'd love for you to have them and tell people all about them.